The biggest lesson in the Karmelo Anthony murder trial is don't commit murder in cold blood in front of 15 witnesses and a bunch of security cameras and throw away the murder weapon and flee the scene of the crime. And when the cops catch you, you admit you did it. And then when it becomes convenient and your DEI attorneys get a hold of you, you blame it all on white people. We're exhausted. It doesn't work anymore. It's taken less than a week to get to closing arguments for the prosecution and the defense. The state has rested its case. The defense has rested its case. This will go to a jury tomorrow. And Karmelo Anthony is finished. And a reminder, he could have just pled guilty to all this. But if he pled guilty, then all of the cash wouldn't have rolled in. You know, the $625,000 that the family has raised. Where'd that money go, by the way? New sneakers, some Disney cruises, a home in a cul-de-sac behind a gate? Amazing, because they're using a public defender. And it shows the witnesses have turned on Karmelo Anthony. The defense's own witnesses have impeached their own testimony in this trial. Dozens of witnesses came forward saying that Karmelo Anthony was the aggressor, was asked to leave the tent 15 different times, lashed out, used slurs, attacked the other student. If there's somebody who's standing his ground, if there's somebody who can claim self-defense, it's clearly Austin Metcalf, the white student who was protecting the innocent students from some degenerate kid who was suspended for violent behavior, shouldn't have even been at the track meet, and certainly shouldn't have had a knife. And that, of course, begs the question, like, who raised this kid? It's clearly rap culture, urbanized, ghettoized, black culture that teaches that any offense perceived from anyone, walking down the wrong street, that's a death sentence. Looking at somebody the wrong way, that's a death sentence. Saying the wrong thing, pushing somebody, that's a death sentence. Listen to any rap song. You have a right to kill someone because you're offended. It's not how it works in the real world. We live in a society with law and order. And this jury is going to return a guilty verdict, and he's going to get life in prison. And he needs to be used as an example. There's another kid that was just killed for his cell phone in Philadelphia last night. This culture needs to die, needs to be taken to task. It is brain rotting and mind rotting our children, our teenagers. He should not have been in this situation. His parents failed him. That's something that is maybe the biggest lesson from all of this. Protect your children and what they're consuming, the music they're listening to. You'll protect their lives. Austin Metcalf should be alive and living his best days. Karmelo Anthony should not be facing life in prison. If his parents had done their job and raised their kid in a way that he wouldn't be thinking like this or acting like this or bringing knives to track meets, well, maybe everyone would still be alive right now and no one would be facing life in prison. That's actually the result that I want. And so in order to get there, you're going to have to talk honestly about what got us to this point.